Hello everybody, my name is Zach and welcome back to another tier list. I'll probably edit this after, so don't worry. How you guys doing? Hopefully good. I'm okay. The reason why we're on Master Duel today is because I'm going to make a Yu-Gi-Oh! Seasons tier list. Now this is just for duel monsters. So from season 1 to 5, plus the movies. If you guys want me to do the other shows, I'll do that too. But yeah, let's begin. So season 1, in my opinion, it's iconic, right? You get to see Yugi, Kaiba, stuff like that for the first time, the Exodia moment. But when I look back at it, it's just confusing. Like some of the rules they have made no sense. Like the field power bonus and the maze, I don't think any of the duels ever made that any sense. So, plus you had a very dark thing with Kaiba. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, you guys should check it out. I'll add this one. Anyways. So, yeah, I don't think there's a single duel that made sense besides maybe Atem or Yami Yugi's versus Mai. But even then, I'm not too sure. Again, the rules, it just makes no sense. Then you had the Panics duel with the Lester Shield being up and protecting their monsters. That also didn't make sense. Do I have all 5 now? 1, 2, 3... Not quite. Damn. Anyways, sorry about that. And, they drew some of the monsters like Flame Swordsman as a normal monster, and sometimes they normal summon him as a fusion. So yeah, it just makes no sense. I know I said that already, sorry. So I'll give it... Actually, let's do this. Sorry. So, I'll give it C tier. It's iconic, very nostalgic, sorry. But overall, there's just a lot of things holding it back. But anyways. Next up is... Oh, and I forgot to mention too, there are the fillers. So, Rebecca's filler was pointless. The virtual one is okay. No. The virtual arc stuff, it was fine. It still made no sense, but Duke Devlin's also wasn't that interesting as well. Dungeon Dice Monsters was kind of cool, but still. But yeah, I'll still give it C tier no matter what. Now, this is where we're getting to the good shit. Battle City. This is so fucking good. Honestly, just dueling people in a city like that is just such an awesome idea. You get introduced to the god cards, tribute summoning. Why couldn't I? Okay then. Anyways, Merrick, you get introduced to Merrick, it's so good. I don't have anything. Okay. What else is there? The idea of giving up a rare card, that's it's a high risk, it's a risk reward kind of thing. And then once you get to the blip or whatever, that's also awesome. Competing for the finals. Honestly, I just love Season 2 so much. God, the way they introduced the gods and all that, That's just so awesome. So I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to give it S tier for sure. Now season 3. Okay, right off the bat, season 3 had That's okay. It had the Kaiba arc, which, they could have just made that its own season, or skipped it, or moved it to the next season. I don't know. I just feel like it was just placed weirdly. Like they did not need to do it. Honestly, what's the point of the filler arcs anyway? Like Rebecca and Dukes kind of make sense, but I just don't get it. So yeah, that kind of ruins the season. But right after that, we go back to Battle City, which again is so good. We get the rematch between Yugi and Kaiba, and then Joey versus Merrick, which I will say, Joey should have won. That duel was so good. He did so well. It pissed me off. There's another anime where one of my favorite characters lost, even though they shouldn't have. I won't go into that one, unless you guys want me to one day, but yeah. And then Yugi and Merrick's duel was awesome, and the fact that, you get to see the Immortal Phoenix, and then Yugi obtaining both Slifer and Obelisk. That was awesome. Another thing that's really nuts and annoying about these seasons is that Mokuba always gets captured, and then Yugi's grandpa is always unconscious. Can't do that. Anyways, so I would also give it S as well, but I can't. I have to give it. I'm sorry, but I have to give it A tier. If they put the Kaiba filler or whatever in like a different season or its own season, then that'd be fine. And then it'll be also S tier, but it's not. So let's move on to Pyramidal Light. I'm sorry, but this movie is very predictable. Like, I haven't seen it before, and when I started watching it, I knew what was going to happen. Kappa gets his ass kicked. He wants the new cards to beat Yugi with. He gets them, almost kicks his ass. Also, fuck you for getting rid of my card. A new threat shows up that has been waiting 5,000 years to take down the Pharaoh, and he wins. It is cool that you get to see the cards in like actual English text. I get why they couldn't before. Another thing too is that you can see like Yugi have like 2 Winged Dragon of Raws, 2 Queen's Knights, 2 King's Knights if you pause. Some of the cards, like there's one example where it's like double spell. Like Yugi says double spell, but then it's just not that card. I could be thinking of a different one, but yeah. So, also, the fact that we get to see like Blue Eye Shining Dragon, that's awesome. I got the movie card of it actually. Yeah, I know they're cheap as fuck in comparison, but eh. So, depending on where I rank it, I might give it A or B or C. Here's something that they fucked up on that I did not know until Sevi. I don't know how to say the guy's YouTube. He does everything wrong with Yu-Gi-Oh! I'll leave a link to the description down below, but this apparently the movie was made before Battle City was over. Like before Yugi versus Merrick, so yeah. And another thing too I want to mention is that it might be hard to see, but in the camera angle where people are like watching Yugi, people think that's like Yugi versus Merrick, but it's not. Oh no. Oh well. That's actually Yugi versus Darts in the air. Now, if you don't know what I mean, I'll try to take a picture and post it. But it's a little hard to explain. If you guys know, then yeah. So, yeah. Anyways, moving on to Season 4. See, here's my problem with Season 4, right? Like, almost most of the duels weren't really that interesting in my opinion. Except one, but I'll get to that in a sec. The Legendary Dragons is such a cool idea. Like, being able to fuse with, like, equip spells or monsters. Well, monsters, yeah, but, like, traps especially. Well, this works, so I'm gonna win, finally. Anyways. Yeah, so that's awesome. The duels were okay at best. I like the Yugi versus Weeble one on the train. I thought that was cool. The Sealbore Calcos is actually an awesome idea. Sucks that it's not as broken in the TCG, but what can you do? But yeah. Now here's the thing, guys. This might piss a lot of you guys off. What the fuck is this? Okay. But besides Yugi and Yamayugi's duel, this is the best. Darts and Yugi's duel, and Kaiba as well, is probably the best duel in the entire show. Like, in Duel Monsters anyway. And I'm saying that because, like... Oh, shit. I've been using the... was I supposed to use... I don't know. I just kind of want to... anyways, we're gonna ignore that. Anyways. But yeah, it was just so good. Dart's being able to summon all of his 10,000, like his monsters with 10,000 and infinite, which... Yeah, that was kind of dumb, the way that he defeated it. But... I still think it's really good. And then their battle up in the sky against the sea serpent, I thought that was really cool. Unfortunately, they did that stupid thing where they, like... You guys ever see a show where you see this cool villain or whatever, but then it turns out he was, like, possessed and, like, he becomes, like, a good guy after? God, that shit's annoying. Oh, fuck, I activated that sequence in the wrong... Fuck. Well. Oh well. Anyways, so yeah. In my opinion, while it is filler, it's really good filler. It can still be a good time too. And Yugi loses. Like, besides the fucking... Wait, which one is he getting rid of? Yeah, that's fine. Like, Yugi loses, which is kind of nuts because you think that he'd win, like usual. But no, he loses. Which is cool. So, yeah, I'm giving it A tier. It's very close. Just some of the duels are just eh. I don't know what I just did, but okay. Now, Season 5. A lot of people give this season so much praise. I'm sorry, this season's fucking disappointing. I'm sorry. First off, we have... Was it Capsule Monsters first? I think it was Capsule Monsters. That was just... I'm sorry, but it could have been its own thing. And it was a movie. But... I just don't get it. Like, it was just so mid. Like, they were trying to copy Pokemon and Digimon, but failed miserably. And the designs, it's just weird overall. Like, for example, right? I guess you. Yugi like forms into like this mega monster while their friends combine after. But it just looks like a mess. Like, you'd have to watch it to understand, but it's just like, what the fuck is this? I was expecting something cooler, but now I get this. Oh, and here's the thing, right? In the fucking fillers, all of them, you'll see five-headed dragon in some way. Like, holy shit. I get that the card's cool and all. But you really couldn't have just come up with a new filler boss monster. Like, yeah. Then you have, again, I don't know if I'm doing this in the right sequence. You have another kind of a filler. It's with Siegfried, I think his name is. Which again, I'm just like, why? I'll send you. Now, despite the duels being really forgettable, excuse me, they introduce us to the most broken card in Yu-Gi-Oh! And it's the reason why the ban list exists, which is Chaos Ember Dragon. For those of you who don't know, you can banish a light and dark from your grave, pay 1,000 life points. Sorry. Pay 1,000 life points, and if you do, negate it. Pay 1,000 life points, and all cards in both players' hands and field to the grave. Then your opponent takes 300 damage for each. Now, unfortunately, it got eroded, but still not that bad. It's not great, but still. But back in the day, Chaos Ember Dragon was fucking busted. So I will give that season credit for what it did. But the pyramid thing where they go in, it sucked. I'm sorry. It was way too short. No, it was just boring. I can't tell you what happened because I just forgot. Unfortunately, they don't interact with, like our main characters in the present don't interact with the past characters unless it's a Tem or a Bakura, which is convenient. And what's weird about that is, wouldn't it be cool to see past Kaiba interact with, regular Kaiba? Honestly, I feel like that just would have been awesome, but no, it was just way too short. And then the battle between Zork and all that, I just didn't like how it looked. I feel like they could have done a lot better. That's just my opinion. The creator of Light... See, I don't like how... First of all, it looks bad. Sorry. The OCG version looks better than the show. Oh, and I want to mention something after. The way that they killed Zork with it was just too quick. I feel like there should have been an epic battle. Kind of like Darts against the Egyptian gods last season. But no, I was kind of disappointed about that. But here's the thing, guys. If you look at Zork, his design, you'll see what I'm talking about. And I'm kind of questioning how the fuck it got approved. Like, that design, like, I can't explain it, but it's just so bad. You guys have to watch it to understand. Or look it up, but I don't, if you're, I don't know. If you want to, sure. Anyways, I'm losing track. Yeah, so that was bad. Another good thing that the show does is the Atem versus Yugi duel, which is the best one, I must say. Problem is that sorry, I'm getting distracted. Problem with that is the ending sucked. Oh my god. So, they finish the duel, they say goodbye to Atem or whatever, they leave the building. Joey says, at least you wanted your wrap-up speeches, Yugi. And then Yugi's like, well, this is just the beginning of another journey, which I get that the showtime has a fucking runtime of like 20 minutes. But Jesus Christ, you could have done a better ending, like show flashbacks. I would have taken that, even though the show is known for fucking flashbacks at the season finale. God damn it. So, I want to give you guys an example before I move on to the last thing. If you guys watch the Beyblade Metal Saga, that has a really fucking good ending to it in Metal Fury. And I will gladly defend Metal Fury anytime. But I won't get into that for another video. But Shogun Steel fucking ruined it. But I will get into that in a different video. So, yeah, I feel like they could have made the ending way better. It's one of my least favorite endings from anything I've seen, like, ever. I'm sorry, if you guys want to hate on me for that, that's fine. I just don't like it. Besides, if Chaos Ember Dragon and the Attempt duels were on something else, this Season 5 would be at, like, F tier. It's that fucking bad. But I will give it D tier. Because it's above F and because of Zork's design. It's so fucking funny, I'm sorry. You guys have to check it out. I don't want to get inappropriate on YouTube, but I'll just say that much. If you're dirty-minded, you'll love it. But anyways, we're going to talk about Dark Side of Dimensions. Dimensions, Jesus Christ. That is arguably the best one for me. All the characters and details of the cards are so well done. They use fucking sleeves. They have 8,000 life points. You get awesome cards like the Cubix, Chaos Max Alternative, which made Blue Eyes meta for a bit, by the way, until ABC was a thing. You get better artworks to some cards like Blue Eyes, Lifer, Obelisk. Dark Magician not so much, but that's okay. Diva's an actual good villain. Oh, and they brought back Zork again, but it's better. They came up with like a gross cube design, which is actually unique. Because a lot of the time they usually go for like a dragon, or like a robot, or something of the two. And something like demonic as well. But no, they actually went something unique with cubes, which I really like. And also, this is Kaiba's fucking movie. He just killed it. You know, he did such a good job in this movie. It's basically the Kaiba show. And the ending is just so good. Let me get into that. So, basically, Kaiba invents a time travel machine to go back in time to fight Atem. Honestly, he could do so much with it, like stop global warming, starvation, you know, stop the Holocaust, 9/11, you name it. Did I do that duel already? I don't remember. But nah, he wants to go back in time to play a children's card game. And it just cuts to black, because you don't know. Maybe he's better than Atem now. Maybe he's not, and Atem still has it. You know what I mean? And that's what I really like about Metal Fury, which I'll get to that in just... I'll briefly talk about it. At the end, the two characters, Jinga and Kyoya, fight, and it's like, who knows, maybe the battle will last forever. Who knows? And it's fucking ruined by Shogun Steel by continuing it. They had such a great ending to it. But again, if you guys want a video on that, I will do it. God damn it. Anyway. So, yeah. So, I'm putting in S tier. I'm sorry. It's so good. The only problem I would have with it is that they leave some of the duels off with, like, cliffhangers. Or, like, they don't conclude completely. Like, Yugi and Kaiba's duel wasn't concluded. Even though it was obvious Yugi would have won. Maybe. And then Yugi and the Atem machine, or not, the Atem hologram. Again, Kaiba won, but still would have been cool to see the whole thing. And then Kaiba versus Diva, that was awesome. That's another thing too. The Egyptian gods were gone, but somehow Kaiba brought Obelisk back, which is awesome. Doesn't make sense, but I don't care. You can call me a Lorax hater for making fun of cans putting into a air putting air into cans or whatever. There we go. But oh well. Now, before I wrap this up, I will say I do love Yu-Gi-Oh! With a passion. I will rewatch the show over and over again. No problem. But yeah. Now there is another movie called 3D Bonds Beyond Time. However, that's more of a 5Ds movie. If you guys want me to talk about that, I will. Just might take a while. Granted, it's only 3 seasons from GX to 7s or Reigns, whichever the newest one is. But yeah. Here, let's just... no, let's not finish this duel, because this is taking way too long. Anyways, thank you everybody for watching. I'm sorry for the gap in the uploads. I kind of just wanted to take a little Christmas break, but I will get back to things. Anyways, thank you everybody for watching. I hope to see you guys in the new year. See ya.